5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
This is About Space, America's return to space, with news and information on our U.S. space program. Is your host of About Space, David Denault.
Welcome, and thanks for joining me today. This may be very interesting to those of you who might remember watching Buck Rogers. And it's almost something out of science fiction. Well, this technology can propel a spacecraft almost indefinitely. It's the X-3 ION Thrustor that will take us to Mars and beyond. The story next on About Space Today. Hey moms and dads, it's the good old summertime to come to the beach. Cocoa Beach, just minutes from the Kennedy Space Center. Come to the Best Western where kids 10 and younger stay free in the same room. Plus 2 adult tickets to the Space Center and a buffet breakfast daily. Stay any Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Only pay for 2. And the cost just $215 per adult at the Best Western directly on the ocean and walking distance to the pier. This exclusive offer is by D&D Cruise and Tours by calling 877-747-8631. That's 877-747-8631. This is a limited time promotion, so book early and come on down to see the Space Coast. Welcome back. The X-3 ION Thrustor is a collaboration among NASA, Aerojet Rocketdyne, the Caltech Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and the University of Michigan. Now, this engine and other electric propulsion systems will help us reach distant planets faster than ever before. How? Well, he is chief of the propulsion division of NASA's Glenn Research Center, Dr. George Smith.
These systems are ideal for in space. We operate them purely in space because it's very gentle. The thrust level is low, but over time you can develop much higher velocities than you can with chemical rockets.
Well, iron thrusters create small thrust levels in comparison to conventional chemical rockets, but achieve high specific impulse. Here's more from NASA.
Mark Millis ran NASA's Breakthrough Propulsion Project. One of its long-term goals was to move away from using rockets. The problem with rockets is not that they can't beat gravity, it's the amount of thrust they need to do it.
If you think about the Apollo spacecraft, and you imagine here's a Saturn V, the very tip of that and then a little bit below that was the actual spacecraft itself, and all the rest of this was the propellant, the rocket fuel, and that's just to the moon.
At the Glenn Research Laboratory in Ohio, work is underway to produce new forms of space engines. Ones that really could take us where rockets can't, beyond our solar system.
Join me and Dawn Meyer, our Space Coast news editor, next Tuesday for the Blue Origin launch on a suborbital flight that a passenger paid $28 million for a seat. And be sure to have your family and friends listen each Tuesday with me on About Space Today, and on Fridays, America in Space with Dawn Meyer from Florida's Space Coast. And follow us on Facebook for space news updates at aboutspace.today. And our Tuesday shout-out goes to Hollywood, Florida, with its many listeners who enjoy our weekly programs. And to all our friends and listeners around the globe and here in the U.S., thank you for listening. I'm David Denault, and this has been About Space Today.